Welcome back, everyone, to Lore of the Shadow, where we have arrived back in Mossford, and the first thing we need to do is to deliver that planter that we had crafted for us a while back. Hello there.
What is this? Oh, what a beautiful gift!
Oh my Gerald. What a dear man that he is, and so thoughtful for him to give up his favorite boot for his delightful little planter. This is the finest anniversary gift I could have imagined. Do you know, I had believed that he had forgotten. I simply must have Scardy fashion a replacement boot for the exact style for my dear Gerald. Thank you again, Pinelore. Our family is in your debt for so many reasons. You're welcome. And I guess we should inform Gerald about the reaction of his wife on the matter. I think he is this way. Hello there. She said that she appreciates the anniversary gift.
How did it go? Did you manage to get rid of that boot?
Well, I never would have thought of that. That boot remains in my home, a reminder to me of my adventuring days, but without the connotation that I regretted my choice to settle down. And to my wife, it is a thoughtful present, a gift as ably demonstrates my commitment to the family. Miss Wainbuck is such clever one. Let us hope that she continues to use her skills for good and not for ill. Hold on there. Did you say anniversary? I'm fortunate indeed that you came to Mossford, Pinelore. I had quite forgotten that was coming up. That was a close one, that was for sure. Thank you very much. Alright, you are welcome, and it looks like I get an earring. Oh, it's my first earring. There we go. There. Now, what about this group over here? Looks like there is quite a meeting here. If we must melt down every horseshoe and plowshare of the village, we will do so. Oh? What are you planning?
We won't be caught off guard again.
If goblins and Uruks seek to raid our village again, we will make them pay a heavy price for it. Scardy Benblade has been working to supply us with arms and armor, Pinelore, so we will be prepared if another raiding party comes to Mossford. Will you bring us another barrel of the weapons he has fashioned for us? I will then distribute them to the people of the village. Alright, fine. We need to grab a barrel from the blacksmith. Ah, there it is right over there. One barrel. They send a hobbit to do this. I hope I don't have to carry this too far. Ah, Scardy must keep forging burning night and day. Right, now, what do I need to do now? Oh, talk to the ranger. Ah, here he is. Catagon means well, and the folk of Mossford will fight to defend their homes from goblins and Uruks and anything else that threatens them. But against a wizard, I don't think that they will have very high chances for survival. I will tell you what I know of the three wizards, Pinelore, and I will let you judge our chances. Okay? Three wizards. And here they are. The white, the gray, and the brown. I guess we'll start out with the brown. Knowledge of Radagast. Middledeer rubs his temple, deep in thought. Of the three wizards, I have only met this one in person, Radagast the Brown, a master of shapes and hues and friend of all good-hearted beasts and birds. He wanders to wild places, secret lands known only to creatures of fur and feather, and I suppose known to some of my kin amongst the Dunedain as well. He seems a jovial chap to me when I met him. I cannot believe that he would turn against us. All right. How about knowledge of Gandalf? And as we listen to what he says about him, Benaldir shakes his head. I know little about Gandalf the Grey. They say he walks the land with the aim of an old walking stick, pipe smoke curling about the tall hat he wears, but I have never seen him. I believe he must keep to himself, choosing not to become involved in the matters of the day. My former chieftain Strider knew him, and believed him to be a kindly soul. I have never known my chieftain to judge someone wrongly, and if he had it, it was not his fault by another's. Still, I would not have believed that any of the wizards could become corrupted either. All right. And then we have Saruman. And he looks like a nasty sort if you ask me, or at least severe. I have always understood Saruman the White to be the most learned of the wizards, and the greatest of their order. It is said that he was sent here by the powers to guide and instruct those who dwell within Middle-earth. At Isengard he lives, in a great tower built by the Númenóreans. Orthanc it is called, and I have heard it contains a trove of knowledge and learning unmatched by that any king or scholar. Can it be that Saruman no longer seeks to protect the free peoples of Middle-earth? I can't believe that this is so. Alright, so that's Wizards 101. Of course, like everybody else, excluding the blue wizards from the set. I don't know, Pinelore. If the aims of the three wizards have changed, if they have been corrupted by the evil, all the free peoples of Middle-earth may be endangered. Alright, so I guess I get a... Oh no, I get the short robe. Yes, that's it. And some virtue experience. This much that I know for certain. The Uruks have come to Swanfleet believing that they do so at Saruman's command. That means that the White Wizard cannot be trusted. We're being observed, Pinelore. Someone listens to our conversation. Oh? Who is that? Oh, Egwin. What are you doing? What? Oh, I didn't hear anything. I wasn't supposed to hear. You told me that an adventurer is supposed to remain watchful for the needs of all good folk. And how can I do that if I don't keep my eyes and ears open, right? Alright, maybe you didn't say exactly that, but I'm sure it's true all the same. If a wizard is sneaking goblins and Uruks to attack Mothward, shouldn't we know about it? You tell Tegwin that the best way he can help the people of the village is to keep their spirits up and help them prepare their defenses. Okay, I'll do what I can, but I'll have you know that I expect to be given more dangerous quests in the days ahead. I'm an adventurer now, after all, and you and Benaldir are going to need all the help that you can get, especially if we're up against wizards and their lackeys. I think you handled that pretty well, my friend, and better than I would have at any rate. I have never had much patience for children. I plan to search further afield for some clues to Saruman's purpose. Why would he send goblins and Uruks to attack Mossward? I can't understand it. Will you travel to the east where the road from Enid-White enters Swanfleet? The raiding party may have come from there and left behind some traces of their passage. I will see you again when we have both returned. Alright, so I am to search for signs of Uruks on the road where it enters Swanfleet from Enid-White. Well, let's just hope I don't wind up... Oh, die is still there. I'll just hope that I don't wind up in Enid-White because It got rather scary accidentally stumbling into the Hobbit village over there. That appears to be the entrance into Enenwythe up ahead. So what I'm looking for can't be too far ahead, and uh-oh. It looks like I have found dead Uruks upon the road. What's going on here? The Uruk was slain by a sword much like the one that he carried. Well. It doesn't look like the Uruks are necessarily trusting each other. Well then, back to Mossward with a heavy load. Oh, I found some evidence that some Uruks might have been fighting each other.
You bring interesting tidings.
It sounds to me that if the Uruks quarreled amongst themselves after they arrived in Swanfleet. But for what purpose? The war band may have been much larger when it traveled from Enenwythe and divided into 2 or more raiding groups when it crossed into Swanfleet. Perhaps the decision to attack Mossward was made not by the wizard, but by the Uruks themselves? It is most curious. As for the swords that you collected, perhaps Scardy can melt them down and put them into better use than their former bearers. Well, one could only hope. You think you can make any good use out of these?
More Uruk blades? I didn't ask for these.
Well, Metal Deer is right, I suppose. I'll melt them down and turn them into arms for the defenses of Mossward. No one will want to use them as they are now, but metal is metal, in my experience. Well then, let's see what we got here. A silk cloak. Alright.
Could you do something about Tegwin? He's been bothering me since this morning.
I could use a number of items to restock my supplies while you continue looking into the matter of the raiding party. Sharpstones, boar tusks, and Kraban talons. And you think you can do something about Tegwin? He's been bothering me with questions all morning, and I need to get my work done. Alright, fine. What does Tegwin want now?
What can I do to help the village? Can I come with you?
I'm ready for a more important adventuring task, Pine Lore. What can I do to help the village? Why don't you patrol the outer palisade of Mossward? Yes, though I guess I could do that. Maybe I could accompany you later? Right, yes. So, meanwhile, I need to go out and do some collecting. Apparently, the feathers of Kraban aren't of much use, but the talons are going to be useful. Well, I hope that blacksmith has a better idea what to do than that guard had. So far I've been asked to collect wings, feathers, and now talons. Been nice and convenient they all asked around the same time so that I could get them all at once. I managed to get all the tusks and the talons. Now I just need to gather the whetstones, and I believe they're all to the right of the intersection. And here's the first one. So I just need to gather them up as I head down the road. Here are the items you asked for.
Thank you for these items.
But I'll have you know this, I am quite cross with you. All I want is to be left in peace, free to do my work. But folk are constantly barging in here, interrupting me, and slowing down my work. That boy's mother was just here, Wenna, and she says that he hasn't returned home. The last I heard, you sent him to scout the edge of town, so you should get to go looking for him. You send him right back to his parents before they become bothered with me again, will you? Tegwin. Where did he go this time? I guess the best thing for me to do is to search the perimeter and hope I don't find him in trouble. How about down this way? Anything around here? Footprints trample the earth here on the outskirts of Mosswort. Those are Uruk footprints. Looks like they were made during the attack on Mosswort. They're not recent enough to be any real trouble. Maybe one of the guards will know something? Guess I should ask. Hello there, have you seen Tegwin about?
Tegwin is missing.
It would not be the first time that boy has gone looking for trouble, but with Uruks and goblins about, he might have gotten himself over his head this time. Well, that's certainly true. I'll grab the
You
pauldrons.
say the boy might have found Uruk tracks leading north?
Yeah. Oops, wrong one.
You
You
say
see-
the boy might have found Uruk tracks leading north?
If he goes that way, he is likely to blunder into the Wade Water. Children of the village are forbidden from going there, but I will not seek to tell you that it has prevented the more adventurous sort from exploring the marsh. If Tegwin tries tracking the Uruks there, well, there are plenty of dangers in the Wade Water to begin with, let alone our recent troubles. You should follow the road northeast to the Dunlending town of Hlangaran. It sits on the eastern side of the Wade Water, and their scouts may have seen the boy. Perhaps he will speak with the Dunlending villagers there, and is even now enjoying their hospitality or their tales. We should not leap to any judgment too soon. He may be in no danger at all. Alright, fine. I will head over to Hlangaran, and then probably into the damp and the mud. I am level 13 and I have finally made it to Hlangaran, which is the hub of this area. Now, it's probably a good idea to visit here before this point because it is a hub of many things such as crafting.
Greetings, friend.
It's a main stable hub. And it also has other amenities here, such as the Hobby Master, a good place to put your milestone, and most important of all, Wenda. Hello.
Will you give me a moment of your time, friend?
Ah, a patron of distinction. Welcome indeed. I happen to have some items that might enhance your adventures, and you are quite welcome to have them. All right, thank you.
Greetings, friend.
Yeah, here you go. Now. Yes. Thank you. Yes, normally I would, in my adventuring days when you're going into the old area, as soon as they get to the Shire or to Breeland, I would head straight to Wenda. So, it's good that I have that all set up now, because that way I could bring up town services and the like. Actually, what I have at this level, that would be shopping, vault, actually that would be selling, vault, repairs, storage for bank, wardrobe, the auction house, and now I think the class trainers are also here. Ah, here we go. Lore Master Trainer. And you're saying, why do I need a Lore Master Trainer? Because
You're welcome here, as long as you do not trouble us.
I am tired of big pets, so I have decided that I will have a nice small bear to go with me. Now I have plenty of mithril coins on this server, so I thought, let's go and try this. Yes, now that's nice and perfect. So with that done, we can head over right here, because those are the two most important errands to do right, because I already spoke to the stable master. Oh.
I hope these dark days will soon be behind us.
Our envoy to Mossford sent you our way? Good, good. If you're looking for work, you've come to the right place. And I will speak to you later for the actual work. Right now I wish to speak to Meneldir.
I heard Tegwin has gone missing.
With Ulrich and Swanfleet, I felt it wisest to begin the search as soon as possible. That said, if he has truly made for the Wadewater, I think Ulrich's may be the least of his problems. The footing there is unsteady, and like any marshland, the depth of the pools may be deceptive. There are creatures in the Wadewater that would love nothing more than make a supper of anyone who strays too near their domain. The most dangerous of these are the Avak, and we should hunt them as we seek the boy. Alright, so I need to defeat 6 Avak, and I most likely will have other quests to do in this area at the same time, but we'll see what they are, and we will head into the Wadewater in the next episode of Lore of the Shadow.